Hey, welcome back to another episode of Banish the Doubt. Have you ever said this statement? I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was going to work out that way. We all said it, right? Now I want you to think this. When you have a thought, we all have thoughts, right? I want you to think from this point today on the rest of your life. When I have a thought, I'm sending a signal out to the field, to the quantum field, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So a thought sends frequency to charge out to the field. Our feelings return back to us. So thoughts send a message out to the field. The feelings bring back whatever it is whatever we're thinking about back to us. Thoughts are the language of the brain. That's what we're thinking about, right? Feelings are the language of our body. So how we think and how we feel creates our state of being. So this is why we can say when certain whatever it is works out, I just had a feeling because we brought that back to us. That feeling came back to us that whatever was going to happen maybe happened. So whatever it is you want in your life, want to do, be, or have, understand, are my thoughts that I'm sending out to the field, are they helping to bring that back to me, closer to me, or am I keeping it further away? You see, because most of us, and this is early morning today, we're going to be this, okay? We're going to be out in our world, social media, maybe going to work or school, stress, home life. That's all coming into our brain, okay? All these thoughts, these are all events, anything that external to us, not events, but anything external to us. We're drawing all this into our world, into our mind. Okay? How we react to that or respond to that creates the thought, right? On a neurological level, these things taking place in our world create arousal or high frequency. Each time something takes place external to us, our brain circuits neurologically fire in our mind, in our brain, like a lightning strikes in a storm cloud. So you ever obviously you've seen, thunderstorms maybe out in the distance or what have you, and you see a flash of lightning. That's what's taking place in your mind each time each time these things that take place external to us create these thoughts. So these thoughts are like lightning strikes in our brain. So these lightning strikes, these thoughts are what? Are being sent out to the field, right? And the field, the unconscious, the God consciousness, the universe, whatever it may be, the great subconscious is saying, okay, that's what you want. We're going to send back the feelings that are going to continue to keep this manifest in your life. It's why when we hear gossip and if we're not comfortable with who we are, we say, oh, yeah, gossip about them. I want to hear about that. Because subconsciously, unconsciously, we don't understand what it's really about. You see, I heard Wayne Dyer one time talk about, I forget who it was he was referring to, but he referenced this person saying, you want to get to a point in your life, now listen to this, where you are not influenced by the good opinions of others. Not just the opinions, but the good opinions. Not to say that we don't like the applause or whatever may be, the trophies, all that's fine. But you're not influenced by it. You see, because inside of you and I, inside of each and every one of us, is perfection, is the source energy. It's what we say, I am. I am is inside of us. It's who we are. It's what's inside here. But all this stuff, okay, clouds all of that. So where did all that come from? It came from our conditioned mind, our beliefs. The people who raised us, they didn't know any better. It's the people who were conditioned, right? Like just like the programming in this computer. They were conditioned to believe a certain way. When you hear things such as, well, the rich get richer. Well, yes, in theory, there's a truth to that because the conditioned mind of the people who already have generational wealth, they have a certain way of thinking, right? So they're sending those thoughts out to the field, the energy field. And the energy field saying, okay, that's what you're thinking about. We're just going to bring more of that back to you because that's what you're thinking about. Nothing right or wrong about it. It's just the way they're thinking. So if we want to change how things are going on in our life, then we want to become really aware what we're thinking, actually in the moment. And there are no mistakes, just learning. You don't miss, there are mistakes. There's just each event in our life we're learning. In some cases, we're learning many, 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 many years of conditioned thinking to undo this. It's almost like you have, if this marker represents who you are, your core, and I've got just layer and layer and layer, and I just wrap tape around it, that white or that almost like duct tape maybe, and I wrap and I just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping around this. So what we're doing is we're taking layers and layers and layers off of around that because we don't realize we've conditioned ourselves for so many years. See, Dr. Joe Dispenza said that 90% of who you and I are by the age of 35 is a set of memorized, unconscious habits. See, we unconsciously react to social media. We unconsciously react to the gossip. We unconsciously react to our work. We unconsciously react to our home life. We unconsciously react to the events around us. But there are no real, I know it's somewhat paradoxical to think of this, but there are no events. We create the event in our life. So vibrationally then, because we all vibrate, everything in this life vibrates. If you want to get to a certain level in your life, you're watching this video right now, and right now you're watching this video and you are creating a thought. So you're sending it out to the universe. This guy's crackers, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I've heard this 1,000 times before, whatever it may be, or holy crap, where has this been the rest of my life? Whatever it may be, you're sending that thought out. Not good or bad, doesn't matter, just you're sending it out. But by these thoughts, you're creating your life. There's no other way around it. Okay. So we are at this point where we're unconscious of our habits. And I'll tell you, here is an illustration to kind of sort of underscore this point. We've all been here. If you're watching this and you're of the age you can drive, think of two different scenarios. You're driving and a thought comes into your head. And maybe it's an argument you had with a coworker or a significant other, whatever. Okay, so you're driving and the thought now takes your mind to that person, to that situation. And you are now rehashing or going over in your mind what you may have wanted to say or would have said. Okay, so you're there, but you're also driving. And then you realize after a couple of minutes of, reliving that event, like, well, I just drove how many miles, whatever. Who was driving? Your unconscious, your subconscious, the set of beliefs, because you've driven so many times, you just know how to do it without even thinking about it. right? The set of beliefs is driving the car. It's driving our life. So this is just a few of the things, okay? So our thoughts send out the energy, our feelings, so thoughts are electric charge out to the field. The feelings are a magnetic charge that draws back. So magnets, right? Obviously, it's drawing something to us. It's a like attracts like. But these feelings and thoughts, they influence every single atom in our life. This is why we can say things like, I don't feel good, or I feel wonderful, or oh, it's Monday. Yesterday was Monday, or I feel it's another Monday. I've got such a long week ahead, right? When will it be Friday? Conversely, on a Friday, oh, it's Friday, everybody kind of stands up a little taller, walks a little faster, a little happier, right? Because these are conditioned beliefs. There is no Friday, there is no Monday, there is no I got to go to work. They're all thoughts. They're conditioned, but they're thoughts. So you can almost say this here, our awareness is here because we live within the boundaries of this. We live within the boundaries of how we think and how we feel. But if we want to expand our life, we want to be more, do more, have more, then we have to expand peripherally. We have to expand our awareness because consciousness is nothing more than just awareness. It's becoming aware of what? The unconscious. There's the stat about the 90% of us at we're age 35 are unconscious habits. So we want to expand this awareness. We want to start to understand why is it I keep doing the things the things I keep doing? Because we're always putting these thoughts out and the feelings are coming back and that's influencing every single atom in our body. This is why. So we become aware. So now whenever you in your life, whenever these have happened, times in your life where you've had a brain and a heart, the heart and the brain, that coherence, you've known it. Only you can what? Feel that. When your thoughts are aligned, when you have this in, it's kind of like a Wi-Fi. I like you to think of this field, okay? This field that we send our thoughts and feelings out to is like a Wi-Fi signal. And when you're connected to that Wi-Fi signal, the thought and the feeling, when they merge, you just know it. That's why you say, like, there is, when you hear things, people say, do nothing and have everything in your life. Take no action and get everything in your life that you want. Well, to us, that's almost impossible, right? You would think, like, how paradoxical is that? How could you possibly do nothing and take no action and have everything you want? Because when there's coherence between our brain and our heart, there's no effort. There's no forcing anything. See, whenever we force anything in our life, we're trying to control it. Whenever we trust something in our life, whatever it may be, we surrender. Think of when you were growing up, December 22nd. Okay, you're, say, second grade, first grade, kindergarten. It's December 22nd. Getting a little excited, right? It's December 23rd. Those around you are starting to talk more. Everywhere you look, it's all about expectation, expectation. Are you forcing anything? No. You're just excited. Your thoughts are presents are coming, Santa Claus is coming, December 24th. Oh, all right, it's building, it's building, it's building, it's building. December 24th, Christmas Eve is building, it's building. And everything around you, why? Because there's thoughts going out to the field of happiness. There's thoughts going out to the field of joy, right? It's the what most wonderful time of the year we hear on the radio, these songs. So that creates what? An expectation. So you're connected to that Wi-Fi signal because that is the ultimate Wi-Fi signal in the universe is this connection of love and of peace and of joy. That's why you feel the way you feel. I understand the presence and all that, but that's just an expression of what? Of love, of appreciation, of community, right? Of oneness. This is why we feel this way. It's why we feel somewhat similarly when we are going to bed at night and tomorrow's our birthday. There's that oneness, there's that love and joy. This is why we feel this way. It's why we feel on a Thursday night, tomorrow's Friday. This is what I alluded to a few minutes ago. We feel that because why? We're putting those thoughts out to the field. The field is replying back with those feelings. And what is it about that time? Well, we're away from our work, we're away from responsibility, we're away from having to force anything. That's why people can say, don't, no effort and have everything you want. Because in every single moment of your life, you are creating your reality. So as you become more aware of this by watching this video, you start to become more aware of the thoughts you have. And then when things like this take place, when social media pops up, you can still engage in it, but you do it with an awareness now that's like, okay, I'm not going to get sucked into the drama, if there's drama, whatever, the gossip there. Understand where it's coming from. Work, you can go to your work and understand that if it is aligned with your thinking and your heart, then great, then you're just going to continue. But if it's not, you can go there and say, okay, I'm here, but I'm going to focus on whatever it is that you think about that aligns your heart and brain. And you say, that's what this is just who I am. Because it's really I am. That is who you are. And you follow that. And you follow that passion, whatever it may be, until it runs out, and then you find another passion. But you do that with this awareness, okay, the thoughts and feelings. Stress, well, really is no stress in this world, okay? It's just a collection, if you will, of your thoughts and feelings and the beliefs sort of packaged together. Your thoughts and your beliefs packaged together that create your feelings. The feelings and the emotions create either the action or the lack thereof, which is then creates the result. So think of this for a second. Close your eyes or just as you're watching me, think of a clock. Okay, there's no numbers and there's no hands. But I want you to think of the top of the clock where 12 o'clock would be, and I want you to put belief there. And I want you to draw an imaginary arrow going towards 3 o'clock. So belief would be love, your relationships, your job, your feelings of yourself, your self-image, anything like that. Okay, so your beliefs, and then we go to 3 o'clock is your thoughts. Okay, so the thoughts we're sending out to the field. Okay, because your beliefs then go to thoughts, then thoughts at 6 o'clock move down to feelings at 6 o'clock, feelings, emotions, and actions or attitude. It could be that attitude. Okay, and then 9 o'clock results, and then back to 12. So think about this clock. Our beliefs from when we were little babies, and then even before that, are the foundation for our life. Those are beliefs. Those are what are the operating system, like this computer. They're gonna create, not cause, but create our thoughts. And our thoughts we're gonna send out to the universe, send out to the field, are then what's gonna come back are our feelings and our emotions. And those feelings and emotions are going to move or not move or cause us to take or do not take action based on how we feel. So if it's a self-image, if it's a limiting belief, we're going to have what? Limited action. So we keep on going from there back over to 9 o'clock, which is results. And the results are then going to they're going to confirm what? Our beliefs. So you see how this cycle starts to take place? We do this enough times, and this is how we end up with statistics that's 90% of who we are by the time we're 35 is a memorized set of unconscious, and that's all unconscious habits. This is why a person can say, see, I told you this always happens to me, the result. We take it back, the feeling, the emotion, action, lack thereof, led to the result. The thoughts led to the feelings, emotions, which ultimately started off with belief. So, this is how we start to become more aware, and we could become creators of our life. We create versus just sort of drifting along. This is how we do this. We start to become more aware of what we've been unaware of. This is how we understand and we start to move ourselves towards that, what we want to do, be, and have in our life. If you'd like some personal one-on-one assistance with this, with whatever's going on in your life, you can go to my channel and click on the link. I'm offering one-on-one coaching. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. And if you are someone who's returning, do me a favor and share this video as many people as you can, Facebook page, whatever it may be, because the more people hear this and understand this, the healthier and the more peaceful this world will become. Thank you so much for watching.